Hello friends, welcome back. I'm making my Friday card for Craft Roulette. And today for Craft Roulette, episode 257, we got a project birthday card. The colors succulent, element wave, and random will be a mug. And I was fine until the random. So I had a plan in mind and I had to change that. So I'm pulling my um, jelly printing plate, my gel plate, and I'm gonna create the background. And my background will be the wave. So I was thinking to use paint, but I do love this distress oxide and it's easier to clean. So I'm gonna um, use different shades in here. I have just blue, green. I got this one in here, Salvage Patina, and those will be my colors, those shades of greens, and we'll add some other colors later on. So I'm going to start in here by applying the ink directly into the gel plate. I'm going to use a stencil. Let's see. I'm going to go this way because I don't want to put a lot of colors in there. So I don't want to do a too thick of the area in one color. And I'm going to mix them a little bit. It would be nice if I get the chance to repeat, but anyway, I'm kind of to repeat the colors, but I think I'm taking too much area anyway. So let me come back in here with the first blue that I put in here. And more green. And I have this thing that I know those of you that do gel printing, this is not the right one. Mine, I couldn't find it. And I have used this one before and it worked. Yep, it's wood. It worked. I'm just going to mix it a little bit. And because this wood one has a coating, it's not going to stick to the wood. If it's something that is stick to the raw, then no way. All right, so here is my my stencil that it has these little waves in there, and I'm just gonna go back with the same one just to make sure that it is pressed in there. And I have my paper, and I'm gonna start pulling the colors. And sometimes I just clean it, but I'm just gonna leave it in there. I have a bucket with water. I can dump it in there. All right, so I'm gonna try to pull as much as possible. And so I'm gonna get two different impressions in here that I can use, because I'm gonna get the positive and the negative once I remove the stencil. So once I have that, I'm gonna decide which one I'm gonna go for. I want to get the colors from the little sections of my stencil as much as possible. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. All right, not bad. Now this is the one that I'm interested in using. And I'm not gonna spray it with water or anything like that. I'm just gonna use it right in there, or put another, I mean, I can do other things, but I just want the way, I just want to keep it simple. And I'm using just regular printer paper. It's just easier. It's a lot easier when you pour in the color. Oh, nice. All right. So this is it. It got a little bit of the blue, not too much. It has more greens that it give me the colors for the parameters in here. That is the succulent. I don't know how to say the word. All right. So I'm going to clean all this and I'll see you very soon. All right. I cleaned my desk. Everything is being put away. And now it's time to do the stamp. One of the parameters is a mug, and I have this stamp from Trinity Stamp, the mug. Um, I think I'm gonna use the beer mug, and I will make this one more like a masculine card. So that's what I'm using. I'm gonna put this on the corner in here because I'm gonna use also the hand, and I want to give it enough space for that. So I'm not using watercolor this week. I'm gonna use my pencils. So I'm using my color pencils in here. I'm using Prisma, and I'm gonna pick some colors. Let this dry for a minute or two, and then I'll come back. So this is all dry, and I found my Prismacolor pencils, and I'm gonna start painting in here. I'm gonna speed up through this section in here because there is no no point for you to see me just coloring in here, but I'm just gonna give it different tones, and I'll be using this colorless. It's also from Prismacolor Premier pencil. It's just a way to diffuminate all the colors and blend a little better, right? I fussy cut my stamp, and then after I finish fussy cutting the stamp, I use a marker to go around and then um, just hide all the white little fussy from the card. So that's my stamp. I'm gonna work on the background, and I created the background using gel plate, and I had two options. I have the positive and the negative, but also once I finished that, I was cleaning my plate and my stencil. There was a lot of ink on the stencil, so I sprayed that with water and I put it in water paper, and this is what I got. My plan is to make a shaker. So yeah, I'm gonna use this one because now that I see it, once I cut the center, the pretty part is that I'll save that for something else. So I'm gonna trim this one in here, and then this is the way that my card will go and will be a shaker. All right, let me do all this and I'll come back. To create a more interesting background, and oh, I forgot to mention this. Let me just stop right here to show you something. You see my lamp in there? Right there is probably maybe less than 12 inches from my glass surface. But the reflection in here is really minimal. And you can see a little bit, but it's really minimal. What I did is that I use contact paper, um, and then I cover my glass surface with contact paper, and that's gonna diffuse the light, so it's, I mean, you still have all the benefits of the glass, plus you can peel it and replace it when it's too ugly. So so I do have my front panel ready. I cut the circle. I used I put a piece of plastic, and because I'm always recycling, this in here is like if you have a Cricut and you probably use the plastic cover that I tried with this one first, but because it's blue and it has that grid, didn't didn't like it. So but then I'm using the backing because I use this for the Cricut, and then the backing, the plastic, that's what I use as the window. I try not to damage it too much when I'm peeling the plastic, and then I use that. The other thing that I recycle is the styrofoam. So I cut the whole thing, the square, the oval, and then it creates a very solid surface in there, right? So that's my tips for today. So I'm gonna put a little mark in here where I want that, where I know that that oval is actually going, since I have the piece that I have left from here that I cut out from my paper. So I just want to put a little mark in here where I'm gonna do the details for my background, at least that is on that area, and I'm working directly on my card base in here. And I'm using this stencil in here to add some bubbles, just to give a more interesting effect to my card. Okay. So let me get the beads that I'm going to put inside. So I found the shaking beads that I want to use. But before I do that, I need to uh, glue this in here, and I need to trim the excess. I want the beard to be in an angle. So the last thing that I need to do is to add my beads in here. Oops, still have the sticker of clearance. I'm just gonna put some in here. Let me use a small container. And I'm gonna mix them with the white one. I like to use them as embellishment also. Let's see. I think I can put all of them in here. Yeah, why not? So the last thing that I need to do is to glue this part on top. This little corner in here, that one. So let's spread this one a little bit, and hopefully this is somehow in the center. I think so, yeah. And I just need to add the sentiment. And I have my sentiment in here. And it's the Happy Beer Day. And that's from the same stamp in the set from Trinity Stamp in here. Okay. And finally, this is my card. It's a shaker. Got all those bits in there. I made this card for Craft Roulette episode 257. And what we need is a project that is a birthday card. Happy birthday. And it needs to have colors for succulent. Huh? Yeah, you can read. It's in here. um, so these are the this color, this background is simulating those colors. It needs to have wave, and I use that stencil that it has those waves, and it needs to have a mug. So here is my completed card, and this is for Craft Roulette. And Craft Roulette is it's a show that goes live every Friday on YouTube at 7 p.m. And it's a very fun show because they bring a guest, and they run the roulette. They get 4 different parameters, and you can participate by submitting a card, and get the chance to win some great prizes in the week after. So don't miss the chance to participate and win. Craft Roulette is the name of the show, and you can find it on YouTube every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will see you again next week with another Craft Roulette card. And in between, I'm doing other cards. So um, come back to my channel and see what I make. Bye.